You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut, I know they gon' fiend. Everything Mississippi to the Palm Springs. Girls from brunettes down to blonde queens. These young boys don't know what a Don mean. I'm just a bad boy, gone clean. I'm the diamond chain choker, always remain sober. Don't drink liquor and all the game's over. Need a plane? I explained it to my broker. 3 bots in the hood, top down, and ain't over. You know there's more, man, where that come from? Me and Kuda love rolling back to back in one. See, the names have all changed since I've been around, but the game ain't the same since I left out. Still I'm the most fly. I win so much they wanna know who I'm coached by. Every day approached by chicks when I was multi. Wanna give me soul side, but I'm like, don't try. I see the hisses and the disses when I go by, but see the misses on my wrists when I float by. Self-control and I can't tell you no lie. Trying to find a soulmate, you end up being soul tied. I make my money, man, without the coca. Living la vida without the loca. I'm down south, so they show me country love, and I ain't even country thug. The people give me daps and hugs, so it must be love. And I love the country grub. It feel good to hear people singing welcome back. And I ain't even selling the track, cause I'm that Harlem cat. The names have all changed since I've been around, but the game ain't the same since I left out. You know you like that. 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 See, the names have all changed since I've been around, but the game ain't the same since I left out. You know you like that. 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 What? You know you like that. Come on. You know you like that.
What's good, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Grandmaster Tro. I've been gone. How long have I been gone? Was it 5 months? It feels like 5 months. It could have been that long. I think it was more like 3. But your boy is back doing something a little bit different today. So go ahead and work with me right now. There we go, right here. As you can see, I'm here at work right now. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different with the channel. I'm going to try to bring OBS on the move, so that'll allow me to do more live streams. But shout out, it's been so long, I almost forgot how to shout out the show. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll, the most dangerous troll on YouTube, giving you the best trolling content YouTube has to offer. Hold on, my screen is a little bit, it's gotta be wiped down just a little bit real quick. Let me see if I can find even one of these napkins right here. See if I can wipe down this camera real quick. Alright, that ought to do the trick, I believe. That should do the trick, I believe. Let's see, can the people see me or hear me? Can the people see me or hear me? They can. For whatever reason, the stream is a little bit slow, so maybe I'll leave this screen up, or maybe I won't, but let's see what happened here. Okay, I think I unplugged the shit. I think I unplugged it. That won't work. Okay, looks like that won't work. So we're gonna leave this screen up right here, which is good, but it'll allow me to cook, because a lot's been happening on these YouTube streets since I've been gone. No, we had event after event happen. We had fuckery after fuckery happen. We had passport gate. They said one dude infected 800 women with HIV. We had channels get hacked. We had the fall of the Black Order. We had Boyce Watkins get married. We had the Minister Jap fall out. We had a bunch of things going on. We had Trump getting impeached. I'm going to talk about everything in future videos, but there's one thing I want to address right now. And that was this GQ magazine with Pharrell Williams, or the rapper Pharrell, whatever his name is, or trying to talk about what the new masculinity is and this, that, and the such. And it was real interesting because I'm still watching you guys create content, different content creators in the black manosphere. That's another thing we got to talk about. We had content creators claim to leave the manosphere and then come back into the manosphere. They can't seem to make up their mind. We even had shout out to Black Manosphere 3.0. They appear to be doing good things right now in the new wave of the manosphere. We got Truth Exposed shouting those guys out as well. But a lot has happened, and I was sitting back while I was moving, working, living life, enjoying life, and I was shocked at the things I was hearing. We had one particular YouTuber, I won't call his name out right now, but I will talk about it in this video, but it's fitting. We had one YouTuber from New York, he met up with another fellow YouTuber who was a moderator on his channel, and it appeared that the moderator tried to hit on this particular YouTuber. We had a lot of nonsense going on. Yes, right. We had Omar in the school, and whatever happened, we had again the fall of the Black Order. We saw the split of the gray regime. I'm going to talk about that as well. We got a lot to uncover, but today, the reason why I had to do a stream today, because the hypocrisy reached a new level. We had Pharrell on the cover of GQ. I remember when LeBron James was on the cover of GQ. He was in one of those business suits trying to put on the businessman persona. They did a little piece, and it was real cool. But then they put Pharrell. They put your boy Pharrell on there. Let me see if I could switch the screen real quick, because I was shocked at what happened. I was shocked at what happened. We had your boy Kevin Samuels, he's normally been quiet on these fronts. We got the dude who's supposed to be about style and profile and the black man's image. I remember when they had some other dude, was I'm not sure it was some award show. I'm not sure if it was the Oscars, the Emmys, or whatever it was, but we had some black dude in a dress that was a suit at the top, but when you got to the bottom, it had the blouse, whatever a dress looked like. Normally, when these particular things happen, we got dudes out here wearing all kind of nonsense. One of the first person I looked for to speak on these things was one Kevin Samuels, who's supposed to be the founder, the godfather of image, of dress, and all that and the such. And he's been mum. He's been quiet on these particular topics. We had guys like Root Damp. We had other content creators like Bob Cherry, call out Kevin Samuels. They even question his sexuality and all that and the such. And he was real quiet on that. In fact, he let guys like BGS Itmore, he let guys like Angry Man, he let other guys in whatever they call the masculine orders, what they go by now. He let those guys try to defend Kevin Samuels. And then when this GQ incident happened, I just knew Kevin Samuels had to say something. In the past, he did a video about the black man's image and what these Negroes like to do. What these dudes like to do. Shout out to B Money in the chat room. We got D Gutter. He says he's been giving the Angry Man that work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe and check it out. I'm going to subscribe to it right now. But we had all these dudes take form protecting Kevin Samuels for his questionable dress, with his questionable attire. I'm going to go ahead and share just a little bit of it right now if my computer will allow me to do it. But we had, those guys defend Kevin Samuels. And then when the GQ magazine came out, they attacked whatever the dress in the article that was in the GQ magazine. And I'm sitting back like, how do you attack what Pharrell wore and you stand by this right here? I just want to know, how does it happen? How does it happen? So I didn't say nothing. I just said, that's real interesting how you guys move like that. See, we got to talk about the hypocrisy, because the title of this video is The New Masculinity in the Kevin Samuels Underground Cult. See, there has to be a cult. There has to be a cult going on, because we got people, YouTubers meeting up with their fans, this, that, and the such, and I'm listening to these live streams. I'm listening to these live streams. I'm starting to, after you listen to what they say, how they feel about certain topics, you get to know these YouTubers like the back of your hand. So I'm gonna see if I could play just a little bit of it. Just a little bit, if my computer will allow me. If not, I'll explain to you what I saw and what I heard. So, Kevin Samuels, he was doing the stream and he said one word, describe what you saw on the cover. And this was when a couple of curveballs, a couple of hypocrisies were thrown. Because what these Negroes like to do is they like to come on YouTube and say they want to be the voice for black men. They want to be a media platform for black men. They want to stand by and defend black men. No, they want to sound real noble and honorable in their approach. But what they'll do is they'll do streams, image of the black man. They'll take the 20%, the lower 20%, or whatever percentage of the black men who are up to no good, sagging their pants, not being professional on their jobs, and they want to cast that on all the black men, and they talk down on black men, call them N-words, all kind of derogatory names. But then Kevin Samuels, in the same breath, will say, I don't want to hear no F word or no disparaging words towards the LGBTQ whatever community. So what they want to do is they want to talk down on black men. You could call black men anything in the world in the chat room, but when it comes to this section over here in the community, we gotta block certain words. We gotta block certain language. So then he asked his viewers, describe in one word that GQ cover. One word. And he said, please don't use any derogatory words towards the gay and lesbian community because, we got to protect those dollars, bottom line. That's why he's telling people. But he said one word. And there were, words like demasculization, femininity, embarrassment, all those negative words. My word for that cover would be that cover was a complete abomination. So then Kevin Samuels, he said, that cover was an embarrassment. There is an attack on manhood. So he was sitting back. I'm gonna see if
You're
I can
about to
play it.
understand why it's a huge deal and why everybody better pay attention to what's going on with image of men today, and your image in particular. If you don't think your image has something to do with your daily life, you're a fool. You're simply a fool. You're being foolish. It has everything to do with your daily life because people don't know you.
So let them get on YouTube and talk about image. So Pharrell, he got this image as a rapper for whatever reason, whether if you think he's caping for the gatekeepers, selling out or whatever. The brother's making a little bit of money doing whatever he does. GQ covers, whatever he's doing. So then we he was pulling up different pictures of the attire. Let me see if I could find that part of the video. It was early in the video. He's got the music playing. He's a Pharrell in these different outfits, in these different poses and whatnot, striking different poses and whatnot, trying to set the tone, set the mood for his show. See if I could fast forward it to a different outfit. So he was just showing these different kind of outfits and stuff, and I'm looking, and he's about to disprove Pharrell on this cover. But when I go to Kevin Samuels' Facebook page and I see him wearing stuff like this and these different poses and whatnot, I'm trying to figure out myself what's the damn difference. I'm just trying to figure out what is the difference in what Pharrell is wearing and the difference in what Kevin Samuels is wearing and the poses that he's taking, whether it be via Facebook, whether it be via Instagram. My stream is breaking up. Let me see. Let me see if I can hear.
Waiting to pair.
Let's see if I can hear. of the attire. Let me see if I can find that part of it. Okay, so it's really not playing the video, but you can still hear me. So go ahead and follow along. If not, you can check out Kevin Samuels' Facebook and Instagram page, and you can see the similarities in what Pharrell is doing and what Kevin is doing. But somehow, one is an attack on manhood and the image of black man, and the other one isn't. Now, I agree. BMs, I guess that's also a new thing. That's a new thing with this sector of YouTube. You can't say black men no more because they got all these Negroes scared of losing their goddamn channel. Now they can't speak and say what they want to say. They they've been neutered and they're scared to speak their mind. So now they got to use different acronyms to really say what they're saying. So I'll go ahead and I'll follow suit. You got them attacking the image of BMs. You got them attacking the image of BWs, and you can have your parents, whatever you think it is. But what ought to be good for the geese ought to be good for the gander. So we had Mr. Samuels. I would play, but my stream is buffering. He said, you know what? He switched up on it right now because he said, outside of wearing suits, because he does his suit Saturday and goes around different suits and whatnot, he then said there's something to what these dudes wear. Then he pointed to Dr. Dre, who wore, I guess, whatever they was wearing back in the 80s and when Dr. Dre was with the World Class Wrecking Crew. He mentioned Prince. Who else? Rick James. There's all these other guys who wore things that we were deemed as questionable, but somehow they were able to keep their manhood. But we looking at a guy like Pharrell, who's doing the same thing, just modernized day 2019. Same sort of outfit, same sort of communication, but they're not letting Pharrell claim to have the same masculine level as them. And I'm trying to figure out if Dr. Dre could wear it and be considered masculine, if Prince could wear it and be considered masculine, if Kevin Samuels could go on Instagram, sandals with the feather, wearing his grandma's shower curtain around his neck, I'm trying to figure out why can't that y'all do it, but when somebody else do it, and gets the stamp of approval from the dominant society, now all of a sudden you got a problem. I'm trying to figure out why. So now we got to break down the code. I wish I could play the video so I could actually show you what was said. I'll probably go home and do an upload and do a part 2 to this because I really want to show you what was said. So what they do is they get these guys to believe certain things, and what they do, they'll get you in line with their way of thinking. They get you on their side, donating to them, supporting them. And then it gets time to meet up with them. And what they do, what these Negroes do to trick you to get in the coat, is we have one Mr. Samuels. He had a meet up with a guy by the name of C Boogie. You guys remember C Boogie Productions? Real thorough, brother. Good dude in my book. You got him suited and booted and whatnot. Wearing stuff that, is pretty dapper, look good. But you gotta watch out for the trick game because he used C Boogie as a proxy. Because he know that y'all like C Boogie. Y'all down with C Boogie. So if I could do a consult with C Boogie, now I could do a consult with you Negroes and really throw the curveball. This is the curveball right here. As I sit in my car right now, this is the biggest trick bag right here. They try to get you to wear stuff like Kevin Samuels is wearing on Instagram and Facebook. And they really trying to expose the DL culture, the down low culture. That's what these Negroes is doing. So they meet up under the guise of manhood, image, style, fragrance, business, business attire. But what you Negroes don't realize right here, that these dudes are coked. So what Kevin Samuel said in the video, he said when they see somebody like him in the mall in a suit, he said that they stop and take notice, which can be true. I guess you could say a suit could do something for a man in his image. But where Kevin Samuels had messed up, and I wish I could show you, but there were some sexual undertones in what Kevin Samuels was communicating. How do I know? Well, when Kevin Samuels talks about what a woman looks good in, high heels, showing those nice legs, that ass that y'all like to see. Got B Money says a fuck with style OG channel. I might have to check him out. But what he was saying is when they see the woman doing that, Kevin Samuels has this distinct reaction to let you know that that's right. That those women look good, that you wanna fuck 'em. You wanna slide in the DMs. You wanna shoot your shot. You wanna take them out for dinner. You trying to get up with that. So he was explaining that how men see other men in the suit, and it had the same connotation, the same delivery. And I said, you know what? That was a little bit homo, but I don't think your viewers caught it because you've been brainwashing them over the years. So then, as he went on to explain during this GQ thing, you could go ahead and watch the video for yourself. They had this thing with dudes wearing makeup, dudes taking these pictures with these, as Kevin Samuels said it, with bedroom eyes. And I'm like, whoa, hold on, time out. I don't want to see no niggas with no bedroom eyes. I want to see females with bedroom eyes. So what is it? What is it you trying to say, Mr. Samuels? And he explained that this is the new age. The things we wearing right here, with the Gucci bags, the Gucci purses right here. This is the new masculinity. So then he went on to say, Pharrell, you can think what you want, but the way Pharrell is moving with his image and his brand, this is something you Negroes might want to get on board with before you get left. And I'm sitting there. When the video had started, you had just denounced what Pharrell was wearing, and not in 45 minutes into the stream, you giving Pharrell the stamp of approval. And I'm trying to figure out, in what world do they do this at? In what world can something that people was describing as an embarrassment, abomination, demasculization, feminization, soft, fairy, people was denouncing it when the stream had started, and an hour later into the stream, those same brothers who were denouncing it are starting to come around to putting the stamp of approval on this nonsense. I'm trying to figure out, how does this happen? Real is moving with his. I'm just trying to figure out, how does this happen? And then as I was digging through the archives as what happened, we had the Hassan Campbell situation where he literally let a dude put his head, lay his head on his chest, rub his chest, and he didn't even knock him out for sexually harassing him. Did y'all see the Hassan Campbell situation? Then we had another dude talking about that it was okay to date trannies. And then just this past week, we had another dude say that it wasn't gay to give for a man to service or give fellatio to another man. And I'm sitting here thinking, is this what Negroes is preaching now? Is this what's new? Is this what's hot? Is this what y'all doing in the street? This can't be what y'all fighting for. It can't be. You see, I'm from the old school. That's right, Leah. We got dudes saying they here for masculinity, but now they want to support stuff that's against it, and then they coerce other dudes such as BGS, It More Angry Man, to step in front of them as shields and defend them. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. In the 90s, this wasn't cool. 2000s, this wasn't cool. Or even the early 2010s, this wasn't cool. But now these dudes is caping for it. I'm trying to figure out what the hell are you caping for? And then it hit me, why you caping for it? It hit me during the time I was off, why they was caping for it. No, I'm seeing skits, comedy shows, dudes in dresses and wigs. I'm seeing videos of dudes twerking like women, and I'm seeing, oh, that's why they doing it. Because if they know they put on this, how should I say it without being offensive? If they get on TV acting like goddamn fairies, people will throw money at them. So these dudes have completely sold out. They say, you know what? I wear a wig if it'll put money in my pocket. I twerk and shake my butt like I was a female at a goddamn strip club on Facebook Live and on YouTube. If I get a million views for it, if I go viral for it and get a little bit of money in my pocket. And then we got other dudes saying, you know what? I'll defend the people doing it if I could team up and collab with them, and the money that's falling in their pocket, maybe it would have a trickle down effect, and that money will fall in my pocket. Then it became very clear why the red pill movement, the MGTOW movement, even to an extent why the pro black movement has become stagnant over the past years, because we got dudes coming on YouTube pretending to be red pill, pretending to be masculine, pretending this and that and the such. And when the cameras get turned off and you peer into their life, they go back to living that simp lifestyle. They go back to the matrix. They will preach staying away from single mothers, then turn off the go cameras and go take a single mother to goddamn Ruth Chris. Take them out for dinner. That's what they do. They'll get on YouTube as dating coaches saying what you ought to do. This is how you ought to date. This is how you should move in the world. Cameras turn off and they do none of the things that they said you ought to do. And I'm just trying to figure out, I need somebody to explain to me, where do they do that at? So right now, this is pretty much a rant. This is pretty much a rant, but I just want to know. I just want to know how can you be red pill, and then when the Grandmaster Troll docks you or somebody expose you, because we had a couple of dudes get exposed. We even had, and I'm going to do a video on this, the history of doxing and the black mass. We even had a white supremacist by the name of J.B. Gunner. This has gotten so out of hand that we got white nationalists, white radicals, white racists, as they call J.B. Gunner. We even had him doxing Real Brother Radio. We had to watch Real Brother Radio talking about what a sellout is, how if you date outside your race or do something to harm your race, sell drugs to your own race, you a sellout. The white racist from the KKK has to dox you and pull up documents that show not only did you sell drugs to your own community, you then rolled on your partner you was selling drugs to so you would get a lighter sentence. And I'm sitting here. This is what has ran rampant here. That's right, D Gunner. All for a goddamn donation. We got Negroes out here basically dancing, shut jive, and being hypocrites for some goddamn donations and butter biscuits with a little honey on the side. And I just want to know, where do they do this at? And then they build up these cults. We had one dude, I call his name out, Man Juan Leonard Dudley, for you guys that know him. He'll do this one thing. He'll say, press 1 in the chat room if you agree with me. And there'll be a couple of hundred people watching, and then you see about 80 to 100 people hitting ones. So he would do that over the years. Then, as recently, he would say, agree with me if you think this is some bullshit. And something interesting happened. People in the chat room will start hitting one, even though Angry Man didn't direct them to hit one. And that's when I knew these Negroes ain't got a chance, because they have bought in to the fuckery hook, line, and sinker. They have bought into it. Somebody not even asked you to hit one if you agree with them. They just asking you, do you agree with me? And something in your mind tells you to actually click the one on your keyboard and then hit send, even though you wasn't even directed to do so, but you do it anyway. And that's when I knew these dudes have successfully built cults here in the black manosphere. These dudes will say anything and everything to get them donations. They will do anything to get butter biscuits. They out here dancing for butter biscuits. So with that said, I'm getting ready to close out because I gotta go. I'm gonna address all the nonsense that we seen. We had 800 women affected with AIDS. We had, what else we had? We had, this is by far the most funniest one. Now they're trying to impeach Donald Trump for doing something immoral, but those same people voted for Hillary Clinton when she was under investigation for a certain thing, and she deleted some emails that was in line with that investigation, but people knowingly voted for her even though she was crooked. But they want to impeach Donald Trump. And the reason they want to impeach Donald Trump, because they know they won't be able to beat Trump fair, square in a presidential campaign by offering good policies for the people. So they got to circumvent and see if they could build a big enough cult to where they could overthrow instead of doing the right thing, which is coming up with good policies for the people. But that's a discussion for a different day. What else did we have that happened? There was a whole we had passport day. We got dudes mad that people is getting passports and going to visit different countries because they can't do it themselves. There was one particular YouTuber by the name of Sean James who can't afford $35 to get that high top fade on his damn head lined up, but he wanna complain about why he went the last 30 years without being intimate with a woman. So there's a lot the Grandmaster Troll gotta address because these Negroes have ran rampant. They ran rampant. Then we got Hassan Campbell going on dates, and then he out there paranoid, so he gonna pull out his phone because he know Candid Camera is around the corner to expose him. A lot of nonsense going on, but I'm getting ready to close out because I just had to address this right here. How you could wear clothes in the same bracket as somebody, talk down on them, beginning the stream, then as the